It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC East.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Dragons of Rio de Janeiro. Alongside Charles David. New season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Allen's throw there, complete to Hamler. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. KJ Hamler, 75 yards. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away, because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Rodgers now on 1st down. That one caught downfield by Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson, 45 yards. And the Dragons are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it.
I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double zero, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Allen, he's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills are once again back in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On first down, Rodgers. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dragons are an extra point away from taking the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen going to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. To throw, it's Allen. Quick slant to Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A catch and a first down from Stephon Diggs, one of the league's most consistently excellent receivers. 3rd straight season with over 100 catches and a near-career best of 11 touchdowns as well.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down. Now Allen. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Harris running straight ahead and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills have yet again retaken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Dragons have taken the lead. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, I mean, who would have thought this? A team based in South America, this inaugural season, these folks so excited, and with good reason. This is the NFL continuing to show that it's not just an American pastime, really becoming a global game, and what an addition to the league this will be. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Rodgers. They'll let this go for the end zone. That is incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys are able to extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
So pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Bills ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Will McDonald, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And a quick throw there is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Here's Hardman to return. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Damian Harris, 30 yards. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think, kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
That one caught downfield by Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson, 39 yards. And the Dragons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. Rodgers will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big... And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
All the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen, 30 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Hardman on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And what a big-time play there. 58 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson laying himself out in the end zone as his guys are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now a toss coming right side. It's Hall.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of the two-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, went for 2.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, rush coming, and he's taken down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. That is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even?
Touchdown! Christian Watson. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the the Dragons continue to pull away here in this first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Bills 35. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Allen's throw there complete to Hamler. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now Allen again. Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will cut the lead down to 15. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Mecole Hardman. He might take this all the way.
And partner, not only is he kicking himself right now, he's going to petition the league for 99-yard fields. That's almost not fair to get it that far and not get into the end zone. Nevertheless, a great return.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. That's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dragons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Allen trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on it.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. So after the INT, it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Allen going to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a
touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 94 yards. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
No, okay.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 73 yards. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead down to 20. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. There he goes again. Christian Watson. Touchdown. Christian Watson. 85 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. Rodgers will keep it. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson, 48 yards. And the Dragons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Bass, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And that is incomplete. A fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Allen. And Diggs has it. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
Bills 63.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw is Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The quick slant caught. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Dragons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. He's got Hamler on the out route.
Complete to KJ Hamler. He's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And again, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Allen now on first down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen. And going right back to Hamler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And the Bills first down.
Allen off the play fake. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. John Franklin Myers now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They hand this off to Harris. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. 76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. K.J. Hamler. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson finding the end zone yet again. And the Dragons up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. On the slant, he's got Davis. And Davis will have a Bills first down as the tackle made down at the 33.
First down, Bills.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Allen. It's complete. He does. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. On first down, Allen setting up the screen. Harris. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Second down and 4. Allen going to throw. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson. He flat out can't be stopped as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Throwing on first down is Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead. Down the numbers. There he goes. Now he's loose again. Touchdown. Christian Watson finding the end zone yet again. And the Dragons are an extra point away from going up by 30. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people who can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now Allen. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own
Rodgers throwing here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, this was not just the opener of a